This week on The Splash, we learn how to keep our brains healthy. Then we see how our schools stay safe. And later, we learn about a historic icon of our community. The Splash is a production of Civic Center TV. We're a news magazine that covers everything from local news to feature stories, all so that we can bring you the latest from the greater West Bloomfield area. And now, let's dive into The Splash. Welcome to The Splash. I'm your host, Sheena Monnin, and as always, thank you for joining us. Knowing how to keep our brains active, healthy, and strong is an important part of our health. Reporter Sheena Monnin has the details.
Ever forget what you're trying to say or say one word and you meant another? Well, as a part of Mind University workshops, there's a presentation on brain health in relation to exercise that is helping people of all ages work on their mental health. These brain health workshops meet up monthly and are free to anyone in the community who want to work to keep their minds sharper when going through aging.
Today is one of our Gray Matters workshops. Every month we bring in an expert on a topic related to brain health and have them talk to anyone in the community who'd like more information. Today's topic is on balance and movement and why that's important for our brains as we age. We've had nutritionists come in and people who do meditation, talk about stress management, and we've had mental health professionals talk about depression and anxiety, anything that in any way impacts the health of our brains, because we want to go into aging with the healthiest brains possible.
Brittany Dennis and Alan Huss bring their presentation, Brain Health Through Movement, to help inform others about the benefits that simple everyday exercises can help with balance and cognition.
We are a skilled and wellness-based business. We are based in Dearborn, and we do everything from traditional skilled therapy, which is through your doctors, also like a lot of wellness things, and we're really big on community outreach. So today we're giving a presentation on movement as it relates to brain health. We're going to be giving some exercise tips and things to do to help keep you keep cognitive decline at bay. We're going to go over 3 different types of exercise. We're also going to go over different things that you can do and keep yourself busy and stay active.
Mind University is helping individuals through a multi-step process to exercise the brain, just like many people would exercise the other muscles throughout their body.
So in addition to the workshops and training programs, the Mind Aerobics curriculum is really the heart of Mind University. We all know that as we get older, we have changes to our hearing, our vision, sometimes mobility, but we also have normal, predictable changes to our cognition. And so these classes give us a way to fight back. What's so interesting is that every class and every level targets the same cognitive skills that we need. It just goes about them in a different way, right? So we always start by targeting our reaction time, which is how quickly do our brains respond to changes around us. After reaction time, we do a visual spatial skills, helpful for our balance or to not bump into doorways because we can lose our peripheral vision as we get older. Every class gets a little bit harder than the one before and moves a little bit faster because we're challenging our brain, and that's what helps our brains continue to grow despite our age.
For more information on Mind University workshops, you can visit Jewish Family Service Resource Center at resourcecenter@jfsdetroit.org. Here in West Bloomfield, I'm Shannon Line reporting for The Splash.
To find out more, you can visit civiccentertv.com/minduniversity. Our school district recently underwent several key renovations to help our students to stay safe. Splash reporter Tyler Kieft was on hand to find out more.
When school starts in the fall, West Bloomfield students and families can expect a different layout and a different purpose for many of the facilities in the West Bloomfield School District. Over the summer season, the West Bloomfield School District began updating their schools to bring the student learning environments into a new era of education and to improve the facilities' layouts to better suit our modern times.
Well, thanks to the foresight of the board and the support of the voters, we passed a $120 million bond. The first phase of our work this year is really to work on the high school. We're renovating all the classrooms in the high school. We are also working on Chico Elementary School and Doherty Elementary School, and it's the same thing. It's a complete renovation. We're going in and refurbishing all the classrooms, and actually part of the elementary school projects, we're redesigning the entrance to the schools to make them more secure, and we're installing key card access and remote cameras at all the schools that are under construction this summer.
One of the key components of these renovations has been to better match the schools to the most effective teaching practices based on modern education research.
The big driving force is teaching and learning. Project-based learning is really the way to go today, and with that you need a different kind of classroom environment, more flexibility, students working in groups, you can have them in rows, you can have them you can move the furniture within 10-15 seconds rather than making a big production.
We're really trying to take a step forward and doing a better job of engaging our students in the learning process. In order to do that, we've got all new flexible furniture going on. We've got new areas where students can go and collaborate and have natural light, so we think it's truly going to be beneficial.
Another key factor behind these renovations has been student safety, with the West Bloomfield School District pushing to keep ahead of the realities of our current times to provide students with the utmost protection at school.
So now we moved attendance and security to the front of the building. So just to get in the front, you'll need to get buzzed in. At that point, we'll have either our security guard or our secretary who's in charge of attendance kind of just figure out where the parents need to go. And now most of them usually have to drop something off or go to counseling. With that being up in the front, it limits access to the rest of the building. And even to get through the second set of doors, you would have to be buzzed in at this point as well.
Well, at both Doherty Elementary and Chico Elementary, the offices used to be, especially at Chico, down the middle of a hallway, far away from the front door. We are relocating the whole office and putting it at the front of the building. So for a visitor to come in, they have to be enter and be checked in through the office. You can no longer just get in the hallway and go. That combined with the cameras, which we will have throughout the schools, and the key card access will make our schools more secure, so we're very cognizant of the safety.
The renovations that occurred this summer are only part of the school district's plans, with further renovations in the coming summers at West Bloomfield High School and throughout the district. These renovations, as Superintendent Hill reports, are to create a more creative and effective learning environment for students current and future. From Chico Elementary School in West Bloomfield Township, I'm Tyler Kieft, reporting for The Splash.
For more information, feel free to stop by our website at civiccentertv.com/WBSD renovations. Still to come, we learn about a piece of local history, and then we take a look at a new episode of Sidewalk Talk.
Don't go away. You're watching The Splash on Civic Center TV. And now, back to The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Welcome back to The Splash. I'm your host, Sheena Monnin. Our area is known for its love of vintage and classic cars. Recently, the Orchard Lake Museum spiced up a car show with a little bit of local history. A crowd was gathered at Orchard Lake Museum for a vintage car show and to learn about a surprising piece of local history.
This is our second annual one, and I'm thrilled with the turnout. We have a great day. New cars from 1914 through 1970. We have our museum open as well. We have our community supporters we appreciate. So we're having a good time. West Bloomfield is home for Walter E. Flanders, who was an early car entrepreneur who had a summer house on Green Lake. In fact, he owned 999 acres of a gentleman's farm, and he owned all or about all of Green Lake. He also owns a little lake behind him called Flanders Lake. He has a fascinating story. He early on worked for Ford Motor Company, and he was helped Ford hone in on a couple good ideas, which were not having too much inventory and then outsourcing to suppliers. And then there's talk that he was involved with the assembly line in some regard. After a couple of years, he then quit and started his own car company, and it became EMF, Edgar, Metzger, and Flanders, and they were known as the Big Three back in the day. So it goes on and on. There's books written about him. We have an exhibit. There's a website as well. He's just a fascinating character.
Our community can be proud of Flanders' contributions to the auto industry and the fact that he made part of our community his home. For more information on Walter Flanders, you can visit civiccentertv.com/GWBHS Car Show. Now it's time for another episode of Sidewalk Talk, where Samana Sheik spoke to Greater West Bloomfield residents to find out their thoughts on a new topic.
Before summer is over, I really want to have a bonfire and make some s'mores. What about you, West Bloomfield? What do you want to do before summer is up?
Well, I do have a nephew at home, so on that note, he's 15. I'd really like to go to Cedar Point with him.
I'm going to Cedar Point first week of September, right before school starts. It's amazing.
Yes, it is. I'm a roller coaster rider. My nephew, he loves the roller coaster at St. Mary's Fair here in the area, but on the other hand, the roller coasters at Cedar Point, top notch.
I have a trip scheduled to the Canadian Rockies right over Labor Day weekend, so I'm looking forward to that.
That's beautiful. Are you hiking?
As much as this group will let me, yes, I like to hike, so I hope to do that.
Go swimming.
Nice. I just went swimming in Lake Michigan.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
It was amazing, and it was like a natural whirlpool, and the sandbar was beautiful.
Could I go? Could you send me?
Next time I'm up at my cabin, I'll give you a call, Cynthia.
Thank you. I'll have somebody drive me out.
Go to Cedar Point.
I'm going first week of September.
Okay, I'm jealous.
You need to go during Halloween weekends, though. That's the best time.
That's what I heard. I've never been.
So summer's winding down. What's the one thing you want to do before it's over?
Do a day vacation or a weekend vacation, maybe up north.
Nice. I just went up to Petoskey, and then I recently went to Grand Haven. It's really pretty.
Very nice.
I'd like to get in some more golf.
Nice. I've never played golf before. Is it hard to actually get it right in the hole the first time, or do you have to get practice to do that?
Yeah, you have to practice. I think if you have kind of an athletic background, it helps to start golf.
Okay, summer is winding down. The one activity I want to finish, I have a book that I'm writing, and it's called Skyrocket Your Success. So I want to be able to be complete with the manuscript and get it sent to my editor. So that's what I want to do.
Thought-provoking answers, West Bloomfield. Tune in next week on another episode of Sidewalk Talk.
If you'd like to see some of our other fun and interesting questions on the show, you can do so anytime and anywhere by visiting our website at civiccentertv.com/sidewalk talk. And now it's time for our Civic Center event update, where we provide you with all the latest that's happening around Greater West Bloomfield. And if you'd like to stay up to date on all of the following current events yourself, you can visit civiccentertv.com/events. Let's get started. Roosevelt Elementary School is offering free nutritious meals for children up to age 18 as part of the summer food service program. If you or someone you know could benefit from a free breakfast and lunch, stop by Roosevelt Elementary School, no questions asked, for a free meal. Free meals for kids are happening now through August 24th, Monday through Friday at 8:45 a.m. until 9:45 a.m. and then again from 11:30 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. No registration is required, and you can stop by anytime during the breakfast serving or the lunch serving. It's time again for Henry's Market on Main, running now until November 14th at Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital. Anyone can participate in Henry's Market on Main, a great way to buy fresh, locally grown produce and other products. From 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. on Wednesdays, you can stop by to purchase fresh and healthy food, including baked goods, herbs, and more, as well as flowers and seedlings. Food samples will be available, as well as the hospital's specially invited chefs being on hand to demonstrate how to prepare healthy meals. This recurring event is free. For more information, contact Kelsey Bray at 248-325-0825. On Thursday, August 16th from 6:30 p.m. until 8 p.m. at the Henry Ford West Bloomfield Hospital Demonstration Kitchen, you can learn to take your everyday kitchen skills to the next level with helpful tips and tricks from their team of culinary experts. You will learn how to cut and prepare fresh produce and properly store fruits, vegetables, and popular herbs to maintain their quality and freshness. Save yourself time and money with these takeaway tricks to put to use in your kitchen. Registration is required, and the cost for this class is $20 per person or $30 per couple. To find out more, call Kelsey Bray at 248-325-2890. On August 16th from 7 to 8 p.m. at the Berman Center for the Performing Arts, come enjoy a free show called The Disney Lion King Experience. Relive the magic of the movie The Lion King brought to life on stage and featuring local children from the Berman Summer Stock Kids Theater Camp. You'll not want to miss the action, adventure, and heartwarming story. For more information, call 248-661-1900. Coming up on August 18th from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. at Spirit of Grace Church, you can enjoy a free event called the Family Fun Fest, a summer carnival and community picnic. This will be fun for the entire family and your friends. Enjoy hot dogs, chips, cotton candy, and ice cream. And for the kids, there will be a water slide, obstacle course, Hungry Hippos, inflatables, and carnival ball games with prizes. For more information, you can contact Luis Bug at 248-682-0770. If your child has a passion for building things or learning how to build things, then stop by the West Bloomfield Public Library on August 21st for the Robot Garage. This fun building and creating event has 2 time slots, from 1 to 2 p.m. and then from 2 to 3 p.m. This session is free, but registration is required. Come try your skills at this interactive engineering experience with stations for Legos as well as sumo bot racing. For more information, you can contact the library at 248-232-2250. On August 23rd from 11:30 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. at Marshbank Park is the Senior Picnic in the Park for individuals age 50 and above. Come enjoy a good old-fashioned picnic lunch, some live music, and good fellowship with friends old and new. Sing-alongs will keep your toes tapping and bring back memories from decades gone by. There will be limited seating, and it is advised that you bring a chair or a blanket. This event is $7 per resident and $9 for non-residents. To register, you can visit wbparks.org. And that's all for now. However, if you're looking to find even more events going on in your neighborhood, then be sure to follow us at civiccentertv.com/events and look up our events calendar. Or watch us here for more information on everything going on in the greater West Bloomfield area. As we head into the break, stay tuned, because afterwards, I'll be talking with Lisa Brown, Oakland County Clerk and Register of Deeds.
Don't go away. You're watching The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Civic Center TV is your home for everything Greater West Bloomfield. Here you can tune into community programming such as our weekly news magazine show, The Splash, as well as coverage of local events and meetings in Keego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, Orchard Lake, and West Bloomfield. You can also watch all of your local programming online anytime at civiccentertv.com. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
Civic Center TV has gone social. Now it's easier than ever to watch, save, like, and share our videos online. See what's happening in your neighborhood, on the streets, and on the web at civiccentertv.com. Be a part of the conversation and get involved. We would love to hear from you. For links to our social media pages, visit us at our website or find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
And now, back to The Splash on Civic Center TV.
Welcome back to The Splash. I'm Sheena Monnin, and here with me on the show this week is Lisa Brown, Oakland County Clerk and Register of Deeds. Lisa, thank you for being here today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
I'm excited to learn some new information. Your job is actually quite fascinating. You do a lot of different things.
Do a lot of different things.
Tell me a little bit about some of the things that you are involved in as you serve the public.
Okay. Well, broadly, I am the keeper of the records.
Oh, that sounds very official.
So on the clerk side, we're talking about vital records, birth, marriage, death,
yes.
CPLs, assumed names, business-wise, and then circuit court records, so our legal records with our circuit court in Oakland County, and then Register of Deeds, so deeds involving real property in Oakland County, and then I'm also in charge of the elections in that role as well, and then there's a lot of little things as well. But
wow, yes, you can also marry people, right?
I do, yes, and I have officiated for quite a few. That's fun when I can do that, when I have the time that I can do that.
So every day is a little different then?
Every day is a little different, yes. Yes.
Very cool.
And some things are seasonally, like elections. That's takes more of our time sometimes than others. It's full time, but sometimes they're busier than others.
Yeah, crazy. So let's think a little bit about elections. We have a general election coming up here in a little while.
Yep.
And so tell me a little bit about how people can register. What are the ins and the outs? We want to go into detail and make sure people understand how they can get their voice heard.
Yes. And there are differences in how you register to vote, and they will make a difference to you on election day.
Okay.
So the way that our law is in Michigan, if you register to vote in person, and I'll explain what that means, then you can vote absentee the first time. So let me explain that a little bit more. So in person, by law, means at a Secretary of State's office, at your local clerk's office, or at your county clerk's office that you would register to vote. It's not at a voter registration drive by some organization or on campus or something like that unless one of those people are present and checking your ID. And to be able, I think this is most important for our kids that are going off for college, that before they head off to the dorm or you know, their fraternity or Greek or whatever, that they register to vote, and they do that in person. That way they can apply for an absentee ballot, have it sent to them at college, and then they can mail it back. We want to make sure everybody has access to the ballot, that their voice can be heard. So, I mean, you can also register to vote by mail. But again, then you're going to have to vote in person that very first time. So that's the difference between those. The deadline for the November election is October 9th. So we have a 30 days before each election. We kind of close shop. That's according to state law, to say that's the last day you can register for the next election. And as long as you're going to be 18 by election day, you can register to vote. So if your birthday is November 1st, you know, it's within that 30-day window, but you will be 18. Go ahead and register, but make sure it's before that 30 days. So go and register in September or August.
Very nice, good. And you're really involved in high schools and in colleges trying to help people understand how to make sure that they have their voice heard and things like that?
Yes, I go to many of our high schools and our college campuses and do voter registration drives at a lot of our high schools. I do it with our local clerks. Okay. We're all there, and I guess the benefit of me being there is that I can register anybody from the county, because when you go to our high schools, sometimes, you know, not everybody who goes to West Bloomfield High School lives in West Bloomfield. You know, there's a lot of municipalities that are involved, and not every local clerk can always make it on that day that we're doing it. So I'm there to cover everything else. And it's great. I have stickers that say I registered to vote today, and it's a great way to engage our like I said, especially our high school students, and make sure that they have access to the ballot, especially if they're going away to college.
That's really exciting. I appreciate all of this information, and I really love that you're getting kids right out of high school and in college and reinforcing the importance of this topic. It really is great. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for
having me. If people are interested in getting more information on voting or on registering, is there a great website they can visit?
They can always go to my website, oakgov /clerkgrad. But as far as for who to vote for, I think that can be overwhelming for people. The League of Women Voters is a wonderful nonpartisan resource for people to utilize.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
No, my problem.
Once again, everyone, we've been speaking with Lisa Brown, Oakland County Clerk and Register of Deeds. Now let's head over to another of our recurring segments called The Biz, where we learn more about a special topic with one of our local businesses.
Eating well. Exercise. What most agree are two huge keys to living a healthy life. While the latter takes a lot of work, the former just takes making better choices. In this edition of The Biz, we visit Metro Detroit's newest Freshie location right here in West Bloomfield, where making those better eating choices is made a whole lot easier.
I like to think that we're different because we have a wider range of dishes to offer guests: burritos, wraps, salads, bowls, raw juices that we make fresh every morning. We have smoothies. We have soups as well. We also can cater to any dietary need and or taste.
The possibilities of eating well are right in front of all of us, but why does actually doing it seem so daunting?
So what makes healthy eating difficult is, obviously, to me the biggest thing is the cost, and there's a big misconception that healthy food is uberly expensive, which isn't the case. Our average ticket here is between $8 to $10.
I think it's difficult. Again, this is from personal experience as well as guests that we've talked to. They just get sick of what they're eating. They think that all there is salads and raw veggies and similar items. But we feel Freshie exclusively can offer a wide range of healthy items.
And already, local workers and residents are welcoming Freshie to the area in search of those healthier options.
I'm on my lunch break, and instead of getting the usual burger and fries and then feel too stuffed and not energized at work afterwards, I decided to go for something a little more refreshing. I work really hard. I'm busy all the time, so it's hard to, eat healthy. So places like this make it much easier.
West Bloomfield is a township full of hard-working individuals, and added to that list is Freshie Manager of Operations Daniel Dietrich, who served 2 tours of duty for the Army in Afghanistan.
I just think, the adversities that I faced in the Army, as well as, the self-development that I went through, it just made me who I am today, and I think, running this store and the management aspect, especially the personnel, it just kind of comes natural to me.
And it's Daniel's belief that a healthy eating regimen would even further enhance our military.
What I think it would do is, we're actually evaluated on a thing called the Army Physical Fitness Test, and I think it would dramatically raise the standards of our physical fitness in the armed forces.
For Civic Center TV, I'm Lawrence Nyland.
For more episodes of The Biz, visit civiccentertv.com/thebiz. Now it's time for our final segment on The Splash called Person of the Week, where we recognize those within the community who are either inspiring or providing toward others. And this week's recipient is Cheryl White of the Spirit of Grace Church Cover Girls. Cheryl White has taken an interest in a hobby of hers and put it towards helping others. As one of the members of Spirit of Grace Church's Cover Girls group, Cheryl is often found piecing together one of the many quilts that the girls donate every year to Lutheran World Relief. Cheryl's efforts, alongside her friends in the Cover Girls, help provide warmth to people all over the world who need it the most. The diligence that she uses to help craft these quilts is a testament to the tender love and care that she hopes to spread throughout the world. Each year, Cheryl and her friends in the group send over 100 quilts to Lutheran World Relief, providing the comfort that many of us take for granted to children and families across the globe in desperate need of one of the basic necessities of life. And along with the warmth from the quilts, the recipients of Cheryl and the Cover Girls efforts receive another of life's great necessities, which is love. The love that Cheryl helps to send to people in need around the world is sewn deep into each and every quilt that she lays her hands on, providing warmth, comfort, and care to those who need it the most, which is why she is our Person of the Week. If you happen to know someone who is providing a service to their community, then let us know by sending an email to thesplash@civiccentertv.com. We want to congratulate those who are making a difference in our area, and we appreciate all of your suggestions. That's going to do it for us this week, but remember, you can watch new episodes of The Splash every Monday at 5:30 p.m. or throughout the week for replays. You can also watch every episode online at civiccentertv.com. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook under Civic Center TV 15, YouTube at Civic Center TV 15, and on Twitter at Civic Center TV for more information. For all of our friends in Sylvan Lake, Orchard Lake, Keego Harbor, and West Bloomfield, I'm Sheena Monnin. Thank you for watching The Splash.